We'll ask you about it on the pod too, but you've been potting.
I've been, real Harry Potter.
Yeah, Jetski's
Oh,
got
man, I wish
ADHD.
we were rolling on that.
Yeah, I was here.
Genius.
Oh, we were rolling.
Oh, that's genius. Yep, we need that in there.
Feels good to be me. Every time I breathe, everywhere I go, and I always know that I'm always me. Feels good to be.
Wait, Jetski with the puns. That was the other thing I realized when we were driving to the show is that Jetski would just come in with the funniest. What did you say too? That was so funny. Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of
You had to
things.
be there.
Anyways, this is No Pill Friday where we just don't take our ADHD meds. There's actually a shortage. So we're not going to be taking our ADHD meds a lot.
What?
Yep.
Jessie doesn't even have ADHD. She's like, what's going on?
I'm scared for Audrey.
Yeah,
and me.
there's like an Adderall shortage, and I'm on a different brand, but I was going to switch over to Adderall, but it looks like it might not be able to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. But it's good for the pod.
But honestly, it's good for my comedy and for
Yeah.
the pod. It's not good for people
For
in the
driving.
green room.
You're going to have to get it on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like
By a
this.
dumpster from a guy named
Well,
Steve.
I'll just raw dog it for a while and see what happens.
Raw dog. Oh, okay.
We'll just not take it.
Yeah.
Well,
That's an option.
But I was like Jetski, before you came in here, I was like sweating and laughing so much because I was raw dogging it.
raw dogging, I think, means something else.
That's why I need my Adderall, because I don't know terms. Well, we got Pat Quinn, who's going to keep us on track, but really he's just here for
I'm
a
gonna
good
try.
time. And then Jetski Johnson, tell us about yourself. She's a rock star.
Whoa. I didn't know. You're always the last to know.
Wow, that's so humble and beautiful. Wow, that's really nice.
Jetski's got the purest soul.
Things have been really cool lately. I headlined my first club last night at the Ontario
Let's
Improv.
go.
Yes, she did. Yes, she
And
did.
I've been like just recording with Bad Friends podcast with Bobby Lee and Santino, and just doing a bunch of stuff. I talked to one of my mentors who took me on the road, Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore does his podcast here.
I heard he was really excited about that. He wants to talk to the youth.
Okay, well, talk to us. Wait, am I the youth anymore?
Was what?
Am I the youth anymore?
I don't think we're the youth
Well, your
no more.
chair's slowly getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, it
so
is.
I would
Wait,
say
how does
maybe
keep happening?
your chair continuously goes down.
Wait, this happened literally the last podcast. Jetski to the point where I was literally down here, and they were like, "Why is your chair so fucking low?"
You're shrinking.
You're just like sitting here. This is Audrey. Just like, so, how's your podcast? Going?
Audrey is one of my favorite people ever.
She is really the best.
No, Jetski is literally the best. That's why I was so stoked that you were on this podcast. I was like, we're just gonna have a giggly time. And Pat Quinn, he's a little wild. He's a giggly guy.
I'm a giggly guy.
Whoa.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I'm out of breath after saying all that.
I know. I always like how you start the podcast too, because you just go, Jetski, tell us about yourself.
Well, I was excited to mention Pauly too because I know he has this podcast here, and yeah, he was in town a little bit and texted me. How'd the weekend go? I did the weekend with Annie Letterman. And,
Whoa.
And,
And was that so? Annie sounds like she's a blast. to
she's
have.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, can I
Nice.
say that on the radio?
Oh yeah, you could say fucking. You could
Okay.
say
Yeah.
we be fucking. You could say anything you
Yeah.
want. Yeah.
That was fun.
Okay, tell me. So Annie Letterman, you just went on the road with her, and she's the fucking best.
She's the best. The shows were so fun. Her audience rocks. And then Pauly asked me how it went, and I told him I was tired. This was Monday. And he was like, you can't be tired, bro. You just started your career. He's like, I've been touring for 30 years. I'm not tired yet. And so that kind of kicked me out of bed fast.
I actually kind of like that.
Yeah.
You need somebody to double check you, because it's easy to be like, oh, I'm tired. And the people who've been in the game forever, they're like, get your fucking ass up and work. Like Kim Kardashian, you. And you're like, shit.
Yeah. Kim's on the road a lot.
Kim's on the road a lot.
Kim Kardashian? Is she doing stand-up now?
Could you imagine?
Oh my
That's
God.
how a lot of
I
people
get
who...
bumped at the
last
factory by Kim. I'd be
week-
like, I'm not even shocked.
Well, she dated Pete, and that happens a lot when people are in a relationship with a comic, and then they break up, and that other person starts comedy.
Yes, because they're like addicted.
Yeah.
They become addicted to it with you, and you're like, ooh, no.
I bet that's what's going to happen.
Well, you're dating a comedian, which I love. I love.
Ooh, scandalous.
You
Go on.
maybe met him, Daniel Moquin.
Daniel Moquin.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. So you
Yes.
guys like make out and shit.
Well, we have, yes.
Nice.
We share a bed.
Have a chastity
We're
belt.
working up to it.
We have been dating for 4 years.
Whoa.
So we have made out.
Oh, you heard it here first on No Pill Fridays.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I forgot that's what this podcast is called. For a second, I was like, what the fuck is this podcast called?
What? Well, do you do other podcasts too?
No, this is what's so funny is I had Once Upon a Tangent with my friend Danny Dunn, and then he's busy and he's got
but
shit.
Danny, I love that guy. He's
He's
hilarious.
the best. But he was like, would you be mad? I was like, no, I mean, not at all. And so then we went back to No Pill Friday. But after a show, somebody was like, don't you have like 5 podcasts? I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because you have one that's like long story.
Yes, but now we're back to just this.
Okay.
And we're filming them all at once and then releasing them on a, I don't know if we were supposed to say that because it's the illusion, but why don't you suck my dick for illusion, huh?
I thought this
Yeah.
was live.
Yeah, maybe we just wear the same outfits every single
no,
week.
this is not live.
Oh, no.
Because I say some crazy things. And we don't want that going live.
Before.
Went too far. Okay, I love that you're doing this. Jessie, I don't know. I'd say you have ADHD.
I was gonna say, these are the
Sorry
worst
about
chairs for people with ADHD. It's just like,
Do you feel like a lot of comedians, we have to have something?
oh,
Yeah, I take focusing like vitamins.
Oh.
And I didn't take them today.
like
Wait,
nootropics.
yes, that's what we do. We don't take our medication
Yeah.
on this pod.
Yeah, yeah. I take stuff from my hair. I didn't take it today. I was like,
Yeah. I did drink coffee.
Oh, shit. I didn't even realize I had a coffee in my hand. I switched from your mic. I'm going to literally run through a glass screen.
glass screen. Holy shit! I'd love to see one of those. Oh my god, we're just bringing out new stuff on this podcast.
What's a glass
Introducing glass
screen?
screens.
What kind of ads would we even have on this pod?
Oh man, probably something for like a depressant, to kind of like lower
Yeah.
all the anxiety.
That would
and
be
the,
so smart for a medication to be like, do you want to end up like these kids? And we're like, wow. Take Eli Lilly's Focanas.
Eli Lilly.
Yeah, I got to throw out the names.
You leave this podcast.
I was like, shut up.
Shut the hell up.
Those people scare me though. There are a lot of comedians who will be like happy one day and then they'll be like, I said get off.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, I got a couple stories. I can't tell them, but I've had some things happen.
That's also my favorite on this podcast. To be like, I got something, but I'm not gonna say.
Yep.
And then we just
Secret,
sit in silence
secret.
for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh, ooh.
Have you ever
Okay.
gotten mad before? Like, do you get mad? Like, what's the anger you get?
I've been mad before for sure.
Yeah.
Um.
You don't have to think about it. I was just.
No, but I have a lot.
Do people ask you that a lot?
No, actually.
People ask me that a lot.
I was
Oh,
gonna
really?
say,
Yeah.
because I feel like
They're like, do you ever like feel anything? Like you're so chill. Like people
you're
always
like,
ask.
that fucking makes
You're
me
fucking
mad.
boiling, and when you hear them say, like, "I'll fucking kill you."
No,
You can, no, I'm pretty cool.
yeah.
Pretty cool.
I think I'm cool.
Wait, yeah. I definitely.
Yeah, I just think there was like is there anything that like can set
Takes-
it off a little bit?
That's
Yeah.
a good question for all of us. The thing that ticks us off the most.
I know mine.
What's yours?
Injustice.
Injustice.
Wow.
Really lights
Wow,
my
that was-
fire.
That was a really good answer. I was
I'm at
gonna
the
say something
CNN
about.
desk.
I don't like when people tell me to snap my fingers. You want my skin to rub up against each other? It's fucking disgusting.
What jazz clubs are you going to?
Oh yeah, let me rub my skin against yours. Let's have sex.
Oh, you want to have sex, huh? You piece of shit. Just like get so angry with whenever
really
skin touches.
pisses me
You
off.
just need a camera on Wolf because the whole time he's like, "What the fuck?"
I don't think Wolf has sat down in 2 hours, dude. He's always moving around back there.
Yeah, he is.
You're a good producer, man. You gotta make sure everything's ready to go.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
he's a
got the
good dude.
biodome shirt on. I just
Yeah.
noticed that.
Oh hell
That's
yeah.
a good shirt.
Yeah.
Is that a band?
Oh my
Biodome?
god.
That's her
You
guy
are the
right there.
you are the youth.
That's Pauly Shore.
Oh, that is Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
We love Shore.
Pauly Shore and Tom Arnold.
He's,
I'm just kidding.
And
It's
he's,
not
I am the youth. I hope I'm the youth.
Yeah. Wait,
a good-
how old are you? You go.
29.
Oh, you are the youth.
You think
I'm
so?
32. I recently read an article that said the youth, and it was like ages 18 to 29.
Oh fuck
Oh,
yeah! I'm the
sick,
last
dude.
year of the youth.
Yeah,
All right, better go fuck some shit up.
it's like some Chinese astrology shit.
You're
Last
thir-
year of the youth.
I feel like 29, 30, 31, 32, 30, anything under 35, 29 to 35 are the same age.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
The calendar would disagree.
The calendar would disagree.
It's kind of like the birthday cutoff, like when you're like in like grade school, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, well, your birthday's in September, so sorry, you got to go back a grade.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Did that-
about?
No.
You know the cutoff. You know the cutoff, right?
That
Yeah.
happened to you?
Yeah, I was the youth once, and I got put in a different grade. I was the oldest kid in my grade.
Whoa.
I had to walk around there being like, you guys don't know what the fuck you're about to get into, you know?
And you were the first one to drive.
I was the first one to drive.
Same.
Actually, I didn't because my grades weren't good enough. My dad wouldn't let me get my license until I had a 3.0.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's intense. I mean, if
Yep.
that were the case, at high school, I had like a...
Oh, I broke into the computer system. I started changing shit around.
Did you really?
No, but my buddy did.
I was like, that sounds smart.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
That is really smart. If you could hack your grades, then you should be able to go to college.
He did it in college, and then he got kicked out, and then somebody hired him because of how good he was at hacking.
Yeah.
Win-win.
Whoa.
Wow, that's great.
Cool, right?
Did you go to college too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
Multiple colleges.
I did the same thing. Tell us. Yeah.
Tell us.
Well, I had a full ride scholarship to Northern Arizona University on trumpet playing.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Jetski plays the trumpet. She does in band. Your Pauly Shore's band.
I did play with the Crusties in Vegas a
Yes.
few weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's
Sweet.
impromptu. That was really fun.
And
Those
you
guys
did
rock.
Tony. Kill Tony.
And Kill Tony, I played in the Kill Tony podcast. I was in the band when it was in LA with Jeremiah Watkins and Joel Jimenez and Chroma Chris.
First of all, love all of them.
Me too.
Love them so much.
Yeah.
We were all on shrooms in the green room.
We went.
And
Oh,
when we were
with Joel,
smoking-
yeah.
Me and Joel and what's his name? The other guy.
Well, that's Chase. He was not in the Kill Tony band, but he is currently in a band with Chappelle Lacey, Joel, Chroma Chris.
Yes.
And Chase is the guy who was with Joel.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was I was not on the mushrooms.
they gave me a cap and I was like, whoa. Fuck.
Did you have to go on stage?
No, I did it after I got my
Oh,
spots.
okay,
And then we
okay.
went to Swingers and I was just cracking up. I was like, look at this ranch.
Remember when Theo Vaughn came into the improv on mushrooms, and then the guy started messing with the lights to fuck with him, and he was like, looking around.
Whoa.
A sold out crowd. Yeah.
didn't even know that.
It was like, it's on YouTube. It was years ago.
Were people dying?
Yeah, people were dying laughing, and then the lights. He goes, the lights just go down a little bit. And he was like tripping out real hard. It was really funny.
Did he tell everybody he was on?
Yeah. He goes, hey, I'm a little bit of shrooms right now. And like,
That's
he just went to his
hilarious.
whole, and he was still good. You're like, this guy can't be stopped.
This guy cannot be stopped. That
Oh,
is so
I
funny.
couldn't do stand up on shrooms.
No, I don't think I could do
I can't even do it high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it fucked up?
Yeah, like high, but I thought I was running the light, and I had only done like 3 minutes. So I was like, I can't. I don't do that, and then I'll drink before I go on, but I don't drink liquor because
Yeah.
I'll slur my words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wine, just the wines.
I'll do beer.
Oh, beer. That's what you wanted, beer.
Yeah,
I was
you were drinking the wine.
I was drinking
Yeah.
a lot of wine.
When was this?
Ontario.
I was like, I'm gonna go up.
Mm-hmm.
I was featuring, so I was like, hey, if you see the server while I'm up there, can you get me a Bud Light? And I think Audrey really tried, but the shrooms were kicking in. So she was like, I was like, I'm
you were
gonna
in the
find
teeny
her.
room? You were in that small green room there? Oh my God, it's the worst place to do those.
She had the wine glass, and her eyes were real big. And she's like, I'll find the Bud Light.
She's like walking through the kitchen and stuff. Hey!
You tried?
There was no kitchen. I went in. I go, this is the kitchen. It was the sound booth. I go, this was a kitchen. They're like, this has always been a sound booth.
Would you guys have Bud Light?
Well, you got Bud Light when you.
It was
Oh,
so
that's
fun.
funny.
That is so fucking funny. Okay, wait. So one of the segments that we're gonna do is
You know what? Well, I guess we might not have the segment ready to go yet, but I like trying to figure out what you're saying. I think that was a great segment, and we need to start doing that.
oh yeah, because I said something to Brittany and Pat about it's inappropriate. but-
Mixing your organs up or something.
and
which-
they didn't understand what I was saying, and then they reinterpreted my sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I like what we were talking about with. So there is no. This pod is ADHD, so it just hops around. So if there's anything you want to talk about, you just get in that mic and you say, I actually have something to say about
Mm-hmm.
this.
Whoa.
So you can say whatever you want. Nothing's off the table. You got a story, you say any story you want.
Okay.
And you don't need to think of it. But I was just going to say, I really like, before this started, about the scary dreams. Or like, what is the
right.
wildest dream you've ever had?
Yeah.
Or if you have any reoccurring. Because mine last night was so fucked up.
Get into it. Why don't you get, in,
What,
why don't you
what
get
if
into
I said
it?
my dream and Wolf finally started throwing up? You guys were like bleeding out of your eyes because it was so
Wait, because this is the dream?
No.
Wait. All right, hang on. This is
happened?
it. Wait, hang on. This is it. All right, stop. Now we have to try to figure out what Audrey means by what she just said. You can go first if you like.
No.
What do you think?
She said, Will?
No,
and someone were bleeding.
I said, what if the dream I stated was so scarring that Wolf started throwing up and nobody was ever the same after I told you my dream? That's
This is a hypothetical.
what if.
I thought you said your friend Will was bleeding.
Yeah, I thought
And
you
everyone
said we're all gonna
started
start
throwing
bleeding out
up.
of our eyes. I was like, oh my god,
God, it's because I'm laughing too much as I'm trying to speak.
I'm sweating so bad now.
I don't know why you guys let me do this here. Okay, Jesski, do you want to start with your dream?
I had a weird dream not too long ago that my teeth were like falling. They weren't like falling out, but they were like getting loose, and like I had to like pull them out, and like other people had to help me, but they were also like comically large. And I had like this big smile with these huge teeth with gaps in them, but it was like painful, and I looked like a freak, but it made me funnier on stage.
Oh,
So
wow,
I like
you
embraced
liked
it.
Dang.
So also, first of all, that's wild because your dream is interpreting that you don't give a shit as long as you fulfill your.
As long as I'm funny.
Wait, I'm gonna Google what that means because I've actually heard that really does mean something.
Teeth falling out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it means like. If
It
I'm gonna
means
guess,
you'll become
new
rich.
beginnings.
Teeth.
No, I'm kidding. I
New
don't know.
beginnings.
Yeah, it might be.
Baby teeth coming
Teeth
out, big boy teeth,
falling
big girl
out,
teeth, big
and
boy girl
drink.
teeth, big
No,
whatever.
I've heard this. This is a common reoccurrence.
You're looking up basketball players. Busted. You do have ADHD.
This is a sports
Oh,
podcast.
You're looking at.
You saw
I
these.
was like, Jetski, I'm gonna look up with teeth falling out. I mean, you look at my phone. I'm watching porn.
It was all these
Hang on,
basketball
I
players.
almost found it. It's just like still watching
Yeah.
porn.
I'm like, 1 second. I actually gotta go in the other room. There's more.
Hang on, my iPad's in the other room. I gotta.
Okay, if you've recently had a dream about your teeth falling out, breaking, or rotting, there is likely nothing serious to worry about. To date, there has been no evidence to support that the idea that teeth dreams arise from subconscious problems or predicted. That's boring. You
Yeah,
want some
that's not
drama.
right.
Yeah,
Go find
I
one
love
like
Google.
moonlover.com, and it'll be on there.
Wait,
Yeah.
dreams of teeth falling out are one of the most common and universal typical dreams.
I'm basic.
No, and they might be a sign of anxiety and a symbol of loss.
Are you feeling
of
anxious? Do you have some anxiousness right now?
You might be because you're blowing up.
Yeah,
But I started to, not because of the dream, but it just happened that after the dream, I take this ashwagandha and like the
Oh.
liquid stuff and an anti-anxiety like tinctures in my water, so I feel calm. And I drink tea every day now.
Okay, that's
good.
And you stay away from the coffee.
No, I drink coffee too. I drink coffee and tea and alcohol. I drink a
Blood.
lot.
I drink it all. But yeah,
Not blood yet, but
I'm glad
Maybe.
you're taking care
Yeah.
of that because you're getting a lot of good stuff, which is good, and you're ready for it. So, but I'm sure, like even headlining and things like that, sometimes it's just like woof when it's like you're crushing it. So
it's all the reps we do, man. Like doing all these headlining shows at these bars, and the elements are like so bad. No music in between comics. People are waiting for like an hour and a half before the show starts.
yeah,
There's no like notifications of what's going on, and
people are confused. They thought they were seeing somebody else.
somebody else.
thought they were just getting dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That happens so
that
often.
happens. They don't know who you are, and so that it was so. I just felt really ready last night, and I'm glad it's over, so I don't have to keep promoting it.
Yes.
Yeah,
When it's
that's great.
Done. It
feels good.
Yeah.
It was a lot of promotion, but it was cool, and like a lot of people reached out to me, like Craig Conant, Josh Adamaya, Chappelle Lacey, like all these people were reaching out, and just like other people too. I'm probably forgetting, but they were just like, "Hey, kill it." You know, if you want any advice, like Darius Bennett gave me some good advice too. Like people were just.
Love that.
It was nice to see people.
That's
like,
the good side of our community that you
Yeah.
love is when like family gets together and they're like, listen, like I had to get this is a terrible example, but I had to get I got rejected from them, but I tried to apply for a credit card of flight mileage, and I'm getting calls and advice from all these comedians being like, this, you gotta get the Southwest card, or like I get an email from Craig like it's a referral. Actually, maybe they just want points from me, so maybe this is a bad example.
Yeah, they get 10,000 miles.
Jetski's like, they just love us. I'm like, yeah, they're emailing me referrals to
You gotta let me know. I need to start doing that.
Southwest. They just rejected my thing though because of student loans, but all mine are about to get dismissed.
Good.
Oh yeah.
I have the Pell Grant.
The Pell Grant?
Or wait, maybe I'm saying that wrong. No, I think it's Pell Grant.
Oh, I don't know what the grants are.
They dismissed up to 20,000. I have 18,000 out
Oh, let's go.
Pretty sick.
Let's go.
You have 18,000.
in student loans.
So you get
and they're-
$2,000
and
just to
they're
go fuck
dismissing
around, huh?
20,000.
Yes, Audrey.
Wow! But that's the only reason my credit score would be fine if it was just student loans. I didn't
Yeah.
even know I had them for the longest time. I was like, wow, there's a lot of interest on these. You're like, yeah, I've had them for years. I'm like,
Man.
fuck. What number were you guys calling?
The
Did you
system's
have
messed
any
up.
scary dreams?
Yeah, last night was. I keep having this. Okay, this is kind of dark. So ever since I've been somebody air tagged me. I got a notification and somebody dropped an air tag in my belongings.
What's
No.
the air tag?
Yeah.
That happened to you?
Yeah.
is
and I'll show you.
That's scary.
And
Do you know who it was?
No, I was after a show.
Oh
I could
my
see it.
gosh. An AirTag is like a little tracking device.
And
you can
and
put like
I'll
on
show
your
you,
keys, so you can like have it on your keychain so you won't lose your keys.
I screenshotted it. So Apple notifies you.
They put it on. They put the. It's like a tile,
Exactly like a
it's
tile.
It's like a little.
It's exactly like
and
a
you
tile.
found it.
Yeah, I saw it. It was like it's
Where
like,
was it?
it was literally like in my bag.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
about this. This has been happening a lot.
That's scary.
I brought my but your phone notifies you.
Well, that's good.
So I took a pic. That was poison ivy.
Oh my god.
Audrey's
That
phone
was
is
my
so
like poison
dangerous.
ivy.
It's not news. It's just like, oh, it's poison ivy shot.
That was my. Okay, wait. If I'll actually, Wolf, I might email it to you so you can put it on the thing because I think it's good to have these people notify. So that started scaring me, and I started having like nightmares from that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always like I am being just like, I don't know who has done it, but I'm just in a room and I just like, nobody can hear me and I can't talk because when you just say things and it makes no noise.
Yeah, like every time I'm on Twitter.
But that's my dream. And I think it's because of that. And
That
I think
was a
it's
good one.
I think it's pretty dark, but also I think
Yeah,
it's a good
that's
thing to
scary.
say on a pod so people can watch.
Yeah, everyone needs to
But
be.
I'm not the first one
careful.
that
No,
has
I've
happened
heard
to.
that one of the
It's happening a
servers at
lot.
the store happened to.
Yeah.
It's so stupid for a comic though because we post where we are every single day.
So it's like, you would put a tracker? I'm gonna be a flappers at 10 p.m. bitch.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Literally.
start
Save your
tracking
money,
me.
'cause
Bring
I-
your friends.
Yeah, because that ain't cheap. But I think there's apparently a lot of comedians don't even post where they are anymore because of that. But I'm like, I have to post where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you want to like it's weird. You want to develop this cool fan base and people are awesome and you really start to see that support. But then there's just like one person can ruin the whole thing.
One person can
Yeah.
ruin the whole thing, and I'm like, then I kept thinking, what if it wasn't what I thought it was? Maybe somebody accidentally.
No, nobody's accidentally. Oh shit! My AirTag just dropped into Audrey's purse.
You don't think so? Like it was
No
on their
way.
keys, and like their keys were like they put their keys in my backpack and forgot about them.
No, it was Chappelle, 100%. He's
Oh my
busted.
god, he's fucking with you.
But people have been putting them like under their cars. People find them like in
Yeah,
their
I've heard
trunks
of that.
and
Yeah.
like in the wheel wells.
Oh, and the wheels are
Yeah.
a common thing.
You got to be vigilant. So like if I would never thought of this until now, but maybe if you have a bag, check it before and after, because then at least if you find it, you'll know. You could maybe look at cameras
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah. Have you ever had like a weird stalker or whatever from stand up?
But so many female comedians especially do. And
Yeah.
since I've been working at the store, I'm a door guy there at the comedy store, and there's a lot of people that are banned. I shouldn't stop. I
that
don't know if we
right,
should
though?
have this in here.
That's all right. No, I don't think anybody.
That's actually kind of wild though. People are banned.
But we have each other's back, and everybody looks out for each other, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yeah. But it happens, and you got to get security and.
Yeah,
all
because
that.
I always think about that because comedians, like especially females, will walk home late at night at like, and I'm like, maybe we need a buddy system. But we've been fine so far.
Yeah.
if
and
it's
the
like at
club-
night and we're leaving like a comedy club, like I'll always at
Walk
least
them
offer to walk.
home.
If it's a girl, walk them to the car. Even if
Yeah.
it's another guy, if somebody doesn't feel safe.
Wait, our old neighborhood. So Jessie and I used to live in
Yeah.
the same neighborhood. We had I don't know what gang it was. There was definitely a gang in in our neighborhood.
I know the gang, but I'd rather not say it.
MS-13.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Shout out
and actually
MS-13.
I would come home
Sponsor
and
the
they
pod.
actually like loved me because I would come home late and they'd be by my door. They'd be like hanging out right there.
Yeah.
And I was like, they'd be like, why? First it was like, why are you coming home so late? I was like, I'm a stand-up comedian.
Tell me a joke.
Yeah, and then they, that wasn't fucking funny. I was like, wait, I've got 6 more minutes. Yeah. But then they started being like, how was your set? And when I
That's
come home
cool.
late, I'm like, God, I'd rather this than you guys
Yeah.
jump me.
Are they just out in the open, just hanging with you?
Gangs are just
They
people
would-
too.
Well, we moved.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
We
should
did
make
move.
awareness for
Somebody
that.
was murdered across
Yeah.
the street.
I
and
couldn't go home.
We heard it. We heard them get murdered.
I couldn't go home.
Whoa. With a gun?
No, they were like getting stabbed on the roof.
You heard the stabbing?
I didn't hear the actual. We heard
I was like,
a
how
sc-
fucking hard?
we
was
heard
it?
a scream. I wasn't really scarred by it.
Oh
but-
my gosh, that's pretty scary.
Okay, this went from like so lighthearted and fun to me being like, I'm getting air attacked, and I heard a stabbing
Wait,
last
what was your
week.
dream though? You never said the dream.
Oh
That had
yeah.
to do with
No,
it.
she did. You get that.
I just in a
reoccurring
box that
dream.
nobody can hear you.
Oh, that's.
But in the
scary.
one last night, I don't even know what the fuck that was. That was fucking crazy. That was just like, let's peel each other's skin. I'm joking.
Is that truly what it was?
I'm joking. I don't really know. Okay, Pat, your turn.
Okay. I don't know if I have any like really good ones like that. Recently, actually, like a week ago, I had a really vivid dream that I was driving on like a side road like this, and like all the cars were like parked in the street, on the road, and I was driving and I got my phone, and then a dude just walked out from the cars, and he was getting into his car, and I just nailed him, and then I woke up, and I thought it was real, and I was like, you ever had that?
no,
And
yeah.
I sat up in bed, I go, holy shit, like did I just hit
Kill
a dude?
somebody.
But it was actually kind of good because I hate to admit it, but I do get on my phone a lot. It's like a reaction that I just grab
Yeah.
it and I check my phone while I'm driving. And now I'm like being more conscientious and like I'm like I gotta put it down.
You
That's
woke up.
really good.
You woke up in your car, and you're like, "Ooh." Just blood all over the.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm just on La Brea,
there's blood all over the windshield. Thank God that was a dream, and then your windshield just
just like wipes all the blood off.
the guy
just
goes
the
by
windshield.
Yeah, the guy just rolls off the car. I'm like, oh my god,
It
it
was
still
a-
feels real.
It was all a dream.
Woo!
Holy
Better get home.
shit. Holy shit.
That's scary though.
Yeah,
But you're right. Maybe it was like a
like a little bit of an
sign.
omen, or not an omen, but like maybe like a. Please don't be an omen, but just like a way to be like, hey man, pay attention. Don't,
Yeah, I
don't be
do-
unhinged. You
I
know?
believe dreams are like training in ways. So maybe it was like, hey, if you don't pay attention to this could happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I get a lot of
It's a
anxiety
lesson.
dreams before big opportunities. Like whenever
Totally.
there's something really big coming up, I'll have dreams. Like the show I headlined last night would have dreams that I blanked and I didn't remember any of my material, and everyone's booing me and they're like chasing me off the
rough.
stage. Like,
Nobody would ever do you.
like
But in your dream.
yeah, in my dream it's like worst case scenario, and then
Yeah.
I get through that and I'm like, okay, it's not gonna be that bad. So
Never be that bad.
I think it's like training sometimes.
I think it is. I think it's a really good way to look at it.
Well, it's just really whatever your insecurities are, just like because you're asleep and everything can be reality when you're in your own head, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that stuff just kind of comes like to fruit. It comes real in your head for that moment. It's kind of a way maybe just to kind of purge that shit almost,
Yeah.
you know?
Agreed.
Because I used to get like really bad like night terrors all the time. I used to like all the time, dude. I remember this wolf was chasing me. I won't forget it. I don't know why. It was a
Wolf?
massive wolf. It looked just like him. He was just running.
It looked just like him.
He was just Wolf himself.
Wolf just chasing you with a blunt.
And he's like, hey,
Yeah.
he's just smoking a. You gotta hit this.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, we said we were going 50-50 on it.
We're gonna do a set. We're gonna clip all the clips together when I've been like, Wolf, what do you think? And he's like, no. And he's just I'm like, Wolf, do you want to? No.
We should get a camera just to get like just reactions from Wolf, so we can always cut them
Yeah,
in.
Wolf, we really do. Can we start facing one of them towards you? Like that's gold. What you just did there.
I feel like Wolf's like, yeah, sure, another camera for me to set up.
No, we can just do it afterwards.
Yeah,
We
it's
just have you do like different
fucking
faces,
true.
like you do in an audience. Just like, okay, you're surprised. You go.
What if Jam and the
Yeah.
band pretend like they just liked me as a friend, so they pretended like they were recording a podcast just as a favor?
Oh my God.
And then they just literally just never turn on the cameras, and they're like, "Yeah, we're just saving all the episodes to
Yeah.
release at once."
We want to do it at once, like Netflix series, you know?
You have
And you're
paranoid
like, yeah,
thoughts like
works.
that a lot.
No, I do want if thoughts like that, but I don't believe them.
I guess I kind of almost believe. I'm pretty paranoid.
Really?
Yeah, like the first time I had people at a show know who I was in Bakersfield, and I seriously like they called me on stage and everybody, there's like 15 people. It wasn't like huge, but they all were like Jetski and they were like revving engines and like all this insider stuff, and I literally thought somebody told them to do it.
Oh my god.
And I was just like, no, like who are you guys? like that's how I went on
talked to you?
stage.
Who talked to you? Jetski's the sweetest girl ever, but she just loses her mind the first time she gets fans. She's like, what the fuck did you guys?
They're like, can I have your autograph? You go, fuck off!
Who sent you?
Piece of shit! Was it my mother?
Santino? Did
Was it-
Santino
yeah.
send you?
Who are
Santino
you
set this shit
working
up!
for? But it was
Who are
Hillary
you working
Clinton.
for? Is it Hillary Clinton? Is that what you just said?
Is it Hillary Clinton? Did Hillary Clinton send you?
Did Hillary? Oh, is this
It's like,
Hillary's
oh, we got some
game?
more Hillary beef. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, tell her to go dry clean another pantsuit.
Yeah.
That's what Wolf reacts to.
He's just like, whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Cut that
Finally,
out.
Wolf is like,
We don't talk about
Hey.
pantsuits here. Go like dump that audio.
well, that's fine. I mean, yeah, but, and now you know that you're just,
Yeah,
You're
now I've
cruising.
mentally accepted it.
yeah.
But yeah, for the when it got, it's weird at first, because then after we went to In-N-Out in Bakersfield, and somebody who wasn't at the show recognized me.
Oh, that's
So it's just like, and I'd never been to Bakersfield, so I was like, I guess I'm big in
That's
Bakersfield.
so random too. Like
So random.
Jetski's biggest fan base, Bakersfield.
I think so. He's like eating his double. He's like, oh my God, are you Jetski?
the guy who was serving your food recognized you too?
Yeah, no,
Oh
no,
my
a
God,
guy,
you're a celeb.
a guy eating
Yes.
at the restaurant, not the cashier. He didn't know.
Well, when we were standing after Chappelle's show, by the way, nobody should ever let me help them sell merch, because every time I try to sell a comedian's merch, I end up selling nothing for them. People just quickly walk by. I'm like, hey, everybody.
Just chase them to the parking lot.
Yeah. And comedians are like, hey, will you help me sell my merch? I'm like, I don't think you want me to sell you. Chappelle's. When we were standing there at Jetski, people were loving you. They were like, Jetski. And I was like,
I
do you want
just
to buy our merch? And they just
cracking up. You're just chasing, assaulting a fucking customer. Hey, these sweaters are only $60. Chase them into the parking lot.
Did you not like Chappelle's set?
Hey, what's wrong with you, bitch? Like, what? Why are you so aggressive, man?
Oh my God.
Beat the shit out of
Yeah. Hey, we got one sale. He's just like, I'll fucking take it. And bleeding. He's like, I'm sorry, I'll take 7.
I have an assault charge on me now. I'm like, well, at least he's sold
You're like,
already.
Chappelle? How'd you like that? $180 right there.
He's like, you should go to jail.
He presses charges.
Yeah, Chappelle presses charges.
Can I ask, since we're new friends, the name Jetski?
Oh,
I'm sure you've
yeah.
answered it a million times.
I know, and I have, and it's such a boring story.
Oh, okay.
I just was at an open mic like 8 years ago, and my friend Jason Hill was with me, and we were both comics, and this guy went up for the first time, and in Arizona at this place, everybody was doing 10 minutes at the open mic. So first time doing 10 minutes. It's like crazy to me, but he
Yeah.
told a story about riding a jet ski, and he said the word jet ski 1,000 times in the story. And then my friend Jason was like, you should change your name to Jetski.
That's
That's
great.
awesome.
That's a great.
Is
And
your
I-
real last name Johnson?
Yeah.
So it's like
Jessie
perfect.
Johnson.
Alliteration.
Her last name is just Ramirez.
Ramirez. It's like so. She's like, I'm just gonna go to the whitest last name I can think of, and jet ski in front of it. It's amazing. It works though. It flows off the tongue. Jet ski Johnson.
My name,
Johnson.
yeah, because my name's Jessie Johnson. So it's like jet ski sounds like Jessie. It was like that's simple. And then I started saying Yamaha Kawasaki was sponsoring me, and I was like making photoshops of me over like jet ski models on them.
Your merch can it's kind of genius. Your merch can literally be a jet ski.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it was someday. I've joked about that, like using my promo code, and it's only $3,000 free.
Wait, so what do you mean someday? You could reach out to a company tomorrow.
I know that would be sick to have my own jet ski. Could you imagine the
Jet
merch
ski
table?
line.
You could go to Dick's
Yeah.
Sporting Goods after this and say,
You have
listen.
amazing if you have to bring a big truck with you for all your shows, carrying like 30 jet skis and a big.
But then I went on Bad Friends,
18-wheeler.
and Andrew Santino jokingly nicknamed me Juicy. And we were doing they do a lot of improv. And so it's like, if you're an actress in this movie, let's say your name's Juicy Jason,
Juicy Jason.
And now like they've more than quadrupled my following. And so all these people know me now as Juicy.
That's so funny. Either you're the Jetskis or the Juicy, but now you're Juicy Jetski Jesse Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Triple
it's-
J.
Wait, I love that. Juicy Jetski Jesse Johnson.
And then there's a very, there's a very,
too now.
very small group of people from Luke Short's podcast, The Doorcast. Very, very small group of people.
Wait, that's so funny.
Is
But
this like
they know
the
me.
door people?
Oh, Luke
They know
is
me
a
as-
who. Luke is so. Wait, Luke.
I love Luke.
Luke,
Yeah,
Help. Is that him
Yep.
on Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We love Luke, and he does the Doorcast pod, and he calls me Jeffrey. So there's a very small. Like the show last night was insane. People were like, "Juicy Jetski," like they're all yelling, and then you get like one
We gotta
Jeffrey.
figure out a good name for a good J one.
I
on
mean,
this
the only
podcast.
name I have is Idiot.
Whoa!
That's a joke.
crazy.
That was a joke. Hey,
Jidiot.
did you see that right there? That was just a joke that I was putting myself down.
Self-deprecation, it's a thing.
Yeah, it sure is. My humor it used to be that, but now it's turned more into just like wild ass stories.
You're so funny on stage. I love
So
watching you
funny.
perform.
I love watching both of you guys perform. I'm not even just saying that. You know what? I think it's because we have fun.
Yeah.
That's the main thing I've been
It's just-
doing anymore now. Just have a good time.
Just
Yeah.
not
That's why you're
giving
there.
a shit. And I know it's a cliche thing to say because everybody says that, but I honestly think if I'm getting better, it is truly, genuinely because I could get off and have had the worst time of my life, and I would be like, that was a blast.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's the way you gotta do it.
That's how you have to do it.
Yeah,
I realized
do
that for
not
like
give
I
a
was
fuck.
doing it comedy for like 4 years at this point, and like the last 2 had sucked. I'm like, why is it getting bad? Doing a lot of the same jokes, and it's because I was getting like way too like nervous on stage and like trying to like make sure all the words were perfect and blah blah. And I just started like having fun again, and it's
Yeah.
like the audience has fun if they see you having fun.
Yeah.
Just becomes like a good time for everyone.
It's just a good time.
Yeah, it was nice last night. I went with no script.
I love
I ended up doing like 50 minutes.
Oh, fuck
Let's
yeah. That's got to be the
go.
best feeling.
It felt so good because I had a little bit of a plan, but mostly I was just like in the moment and like hanging out, and that's like the best.
And that's
'cause-
that.
Yeah.
I've only done a few, like a couple, the 45 minutes. So but I was afraid the first time I did it, I wasn't going to hit it.
Same. Yeah.
And then it just
Scary.
but then you just go on these tangents and riffs. Chicago, I'm worried about because so many people I know are going, and sometimes that's the worst because you can't crowd work as
Yeah.
easily if you know people.
You need to ask everybody you know to like be like, hey, can you guys sit further back?
Yeah, I was gonna say you need to sit in the
Yeah.
far back.
I
Yeah.
told my friend who went yesterday, I was like, do not sit in the front row.
Yeah, because it makes it hard to like.
He's
like,
like, we're on
who
the
are we
same
connecting with?
Yeah.
Dude, Ryan O'Flanagan was doing a show in Philadelphia, and one of our like good friends, Tony, is from Philadelphia, and his parents went, and they sat him right in the front row. And Ryan was doing an hour, and he goes, "Oh, cool, my best friend's parents are right here in the front, huh?"
You can't not ignore.
I'm gonna do an hour just watching them in the front.
God, Jesus Christ.
You're gonna crush it. Just remember, all those people like love you, so your job's gonna be even easier. You
Yeah.
know how many shows we do, and it's just strangers, and they're like,
Yeah, that's so true.
What the fuck's going on?" You gotta like reintroduce yourself to everybody, but these people already know you. You're gonna do great.
Yeah, Jetski, and that's why you do great, and you fucking do great.
I'll say something really inspirational too, but I feel like she said exactly what I would.
I would say you're right. What we do, we do it in front of strangers all the
Yeah.
time. That's nuts.
But
People
it's-
never know us, and they come to these shows, and we literally get in front of them with nothing but our words, and we're like, connect with us.
Yeah, it's like a first date every time on stage.
Yeah, but now it's kind of changing because like I'm just starting to build a fan base, and like I'm recognizing people that are
Yeah.
coming to shows, and it's awesome, but it's different.
But that's gonna be the best because now you have a lot to worry about now.
Yeah, but it's like it's not just them meeting you; it's you meeting them too.
Yeah.
And so that's something I never thought of before. You know, you learn something new every day, but
Yeah.
But also, like, your status is higher now. So, like, if people are coming to see you, they already know it's going to be good. So, even if you're trying new shit out, they're going to laugh. They're going to have a good time no matter what.
that's the
Because
dream.
they're there for
dude.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
I know
That is the
people,
dream.
some of our friends' like audiences are so lit.
Oh, my gosh.
Because they're there for them, and you're
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
And sometimes you know when you're, like, not in the same vein of comedy as them because you go up there and was like, all
People
right.
are like, what's happening?
And they go up and you're like, it's a bad crowd. And they go up there and just destroy it.
You're
And
like,
you go,
never mind.
"Oh, I guess I just sucked tonight.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, okay,
yeah, you know
cool.
what?
Sarah Silverman is one of my absolute favorites, and she's one where it's like I already know who she is. Like I just want to hear what she thinks.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. I agree with that with her.
she's so.
You do.
yeah,
You just
yeah.
want to hear what she's thinking.
Yeah.
Also, when the last show we did, they brought me out to "In the Arms of an Angel."
Yes, and
Oh, that's a good one.
Very.
she-
I started dry humping the stage, and I literally was just like this guy in the audience. I pointed and started fucking humping his face. Went on way too long, and then I only had like 3 minutes.
You owned it. Well, because you said, what do you want me to play? That's a good question, too, which is walk-up music. I have such a hard time with walk-up music.
Yeah,
I have a list written down
we
now.
can't say play whatever you want, because then that'll happen.
You played that.
He played that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Imagine if it just derailed me, and I was like, what if I didn't address it? I was like, hey guys, how we... Wait, what song did you come out to again?
Green Peppers by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Good one.
It's like elevator music. I love it because those crowds, when you're featuring, they don't know who you are. And every time the second I'd step foot on the stage, everyone stopped clapping. So it was like, you'd walk up to dead silent. Like the music would be blaring, but nobody was clapping. They're just eating and staring at you. And so after a while featuring there, I was like, I'm just going to play this almost elevator music. And it was really fun. That's how I could have fun when I got on stage.
Yeah.
So then I would just kind of sit in it for a minute.
Yep.
Stare back at them. But
That's cool. What did you play last night?
I told him to play some funk music. I like the sound guy, Aiden. Shout out to Aiden. He's
I like
cool.
Aiden. Aiden's dope.
Aiden's our #1 listener, actually.
Whoa.
No, I have no idea.
Well, he is
Aiden.
a sound guy.
Hey, dog.
But he had my back, and I trusted him, so he played some funk music.
Did you bring your trumpet, too?
No, I haven't been bringing it because I really want to be like a stand-up, and I feel like the trumpet's like, I don't know why I have something against it. I just want to be
so
trumpet.
cool. It reminds me of like Lizzo when she has of the flute.
Yeah.
What are you calling me fat? Sorry, you have to cut that out.
No, that'll be our
spin in your
promo.
chair. She just spun. She
She
goes,
just spun.
rewind it.
And he just goes,
Take it back.
Sometimes I will like the jokes. You don't filter them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I do it
Yeah.
nonstop.
You shouldn't filter them ever.
Yeah, but then
You think people are getting... You know what? I feel like people are getting less sensitive.
No.
who told me this? So, I can't remember who told me this, but they're like, it's not the older people are not this like the people who are offended anymore. It's the young people.
Oh yeah.
But like when we were kids, it was the old people.
Yeah, I'm a millennial. Wait, what year's the last year? 95's last year millennial, right?
I don't know.
Like a movie?
I'm 93.
Oh.
Yeah, thank God I'm not a Gen Z.
And then it's Gen Y.
Yeah.
No, we're Gen Y.
We got a lot of Gen Z listeners. I'm kidding about that. I'm just kidding. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, just kidding. Everybody's the same.
Wait, why do I love when comedians are like, wait, this is my favorite thing is when some comedian says a joke.
Oh shit.
And it just tanks. And then they go, yeah, you guys are crazy.
Yeah.
You guys are insane.
You guys are wild, man. I can tell you guys anything, huh?
I heard that once and I literally had to excuse myself because it was dead silent. I go, you guys are nuts tonight. I'm like,
But they were not nuts. Do you think
they
they'll
hated it.
put the laughter in later?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's really why they said it for Instagram clips.
You guys are
Yep.
You guys
crazy.
sit down, stop standing up for
Oh,
me.
you guys, please, come on. No, please.
Oh my God, we have to do that. But but you have to put it before and after.
That's a
in the
really
reel.
funny idea. If
Yeah,
it was the
like,
clip
yeah.
on Instagram and you cut to like the performance and no one's laughing and just like, guys, come
Guys,
on.
wait, that is a really...
Everyone just sitting there like,
There's a lot of people filming stand-up. I did a podcast and he was like, you could film your stand-up sets here. We put in the laugh track. I said, I'm not fucking doing that.
No, that's
wait,
fake.
where at?
I'm not saying.
But
But people are doing that
In
on
Steve's
Instagram.
bedroom.
Oh, people are doing that on it. Do you love how long I've been doing these mics and Wolf still has to be like, talking the mic. Jetski, what, do you have any crazy... What if I was like fetish? I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
10 minutes.
Whoa.
Wait, do you like, I'm like, okay, hey. Like any like story that...
This podcast is amazing because we're trying to get to a question and we can't even get to it. And then
I know.
there's just something really funny always
I
happens.
want to know when people are driving. Like, if my like dad was listening to this, he'd be like, "Come on, stop.
Come on, please.
He
That's
was
my
like,
baby.
just finish your
Finish your
sentence."
thought.
And
Come on.
then- And I
on,
wonder
babe.
if people are laughing with us, or I wonder if people have already shut it off.
I remember when I was in high school, like, well, as a kid, like, I didn't have complete thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, right now, my thoughts are more like, I would compare it to, like, a narrator, where they're full thoughts and whatever, but back then, there was a time where I remember they were just coming in so fast, I couldn't.
That's ADHD.
Yeah.
I honestly,
That's exactly what it is.
I feel like we've been diagnosing a lot of people.
Yeah.
Percy.
You diagnosed me,
Yeah. Yeah.
which I was like
Yeah.
slightly diagnosed, but
But maybe I'm being toxic and just diagnosing.
But I don't have it no more. I think in complete thoughts now. But you grow out of it, right? Or you can.
So that there's
Not you,
there's
but-
there's 7 different types of ADHD.
Whoa.
Yeah, and
Well, they're
you,
just gonna keep coming up with more.
you can't. Mine's gotten worse as I've gotten
mine's gotten
older.
way worse.
Really?
As I learn more and I'm faced with more, mine has gotten worse. But also mine's like a happy type.
Mhm.
Like I feel like, well, I guess when you're trying to do your taxes, that ain't so happy.
Have you done yours yet, by the way?
Yeah, Pat, we've all done ours. Pat
I still have to finish
texted
mine.
me last night and was like,
Whoa.
I'm doing my taxes. I go, those were due.
Yeah, it's too late, man.
I never got my return.
Pretty much
though.
over for me.
I was supposed to get $1,800 in return. I never received it, so I'm afraid I got audited or something. But I did it correctly.
Are
I
you
don't
sure?
know.
I don't know.
I always try to just do it right away, but I'm hoping at some point, I'm not even hoping. We're gonna have somebody do our
We
taxes.
have to, because
at some
entertainment,
point.
that's fucked up.
It's a
We have
lot.
so many 1099s. I could build a fucking
Dude.
mountain with them.
Yeah.
And then you forget that no money is taken out. So you think you're doing
Oh.
okay for the year. You're like, oh, I'm paying my rent.
Holy shit!
Mhm.
I was the voice of Jack in the Box, and that
Wait, were you really?
yeah, surprise.
What? No, wait.
Wait a second.
Wait.
Is this an admin reveal?
No, it's
Are you
true.
serious?
Yeah, I was.
Wait, this year?
Yeah, I
Where is it? I need to see it.
Pull it up.
Now that we're talking about it, it's like it's all over internet ads, and
How do I find it?
you could just go
God,
to their
how did I not
Instagram.
recognize it?
Instagram?
Yeah, go to their Jack in the Box Instagram.
Dude,
Get a Jack
Audrey,
out.
But
me
they
right
are
now.
I would
I'm about
lead
to
with
get
that.
taxed so hard because I realized they didn't take out
Yep.
anything, and I'm like, oh fuck, I just gotta save that.
I did a
and not even
Toyota commercial
spend
beginning
that.
of the year, and I was like, oh my God, I'm doing well. And then you forget, it's all coming out.
So I was the first female Jack.
All right,
Oh
right now
my God,
Audrey
this should be
looking
in
for
your
the commercial
bio.
with Jetski.
You should lead with that.
They're scrolling through some pages right now. They have found something. Let's see what it is.
I think so. Glizzies are low key kind of sus now.
I don't know what
So
the fuck
we're
the editing
good.
is over.
Here we go. Oh wait, that was the whole thing. What? That wasn't it.
Was it just you? Did you say hey?
Is this the year that we finally put the hot dog to rest?
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Put the hot dog to rest?
Yeah, my audio's everywhere for them.
Whoa.
Audrey.
Cool, man.
I would tell everybody that.
Yeah, but
Audrey, the hot dog
I
girl.
think I got financially fucked by it.
Because you made so much money that you spent it
No,
so
no,
fast?
I didn't make nearly what you think I should. I didn't even make enough to even make a difference.
Commercials have changed now. I remember I did
That was
a
like my show
Burger
last
King
night.
commercial.
I think I got like $3,000 and that's
Yeah,
it.
that's bullshit,
Yeah, that's
dude.
bullshit.
It's
And then
bullshit.
like taxes, so I probably made like a grand. And probably
Did your do you have a manager?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have a whole team, but this was somebody that scouted me from stand up, and then I
Oh.
went through. I had like a brand manager, and she was gonna take so much, and she was like, just to have it. But I wish I would have been like, no, take it, because she would have negotiated higher.
Yeah. Well, now that's why we do all this, right? To learn, and you
Yeah,
know,
we learn our
you don't do it.
lessons.
You don't do it for the money. You do it for the art. And
Yeah.
you're motherfucking Jack.
You live in your car.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty sick.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty.
But you should get your money.
Yeah, everybody's like, but even I feel
But,
like I don't want to say this out loud, but I feel like I'm easy to fuck over. That's why I got to be careful. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, just saying on the
And that's
air.
why you got a team.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
cut that, Wolf, because people are gonna they're gonna keep
Hey,
disrespecting
if you guys want to
me.
make
They're
some
gonna
money,
scam you.
you got 3 idiots right here. Go ahead and take advantage of us.
Yeah, and Jetski, when you close it, I mean, I'm really proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm really honored that you came on this pod.
Yeah, you're the best. I love you now, and I'm gonna
I
follow
love
you on
you
Instagram. I
guys.
don't
You
know if I
got
do
the
yet.
best
I have to do
energy.
it.
That's what we were just talking about. It's so fun to be in the community when you have people who make you hyper and happy, because life feels like a summer camp when you do that.
Yeah.
And it's like our careers should be this fun.
Ooh, that's a good.
So I
special
love
title.
when we have like the good energy around.
Hell yeah. Well said.
That
Yeah.
was really well said.
What if you were like, shut the fuck?
Hey,
Are
can
we
you
done
stop
here?
crying
Yeah,
on this
yeah,
pod?
yeah. Hey, you want to know what actually ticks me off?
Skin on skin.
I'm gonna suck Drake's dick. Oh, wait, that was for the last
That's so great. Just intertwine old things that don't.
Jessie looks scared.
She went away.
Jessie.
She went away. She's gone. She went
On that note,
she went all the way to the ground.
on that note of sucking Drake's wang, that's our time. And you guys, this has been No Pill Friday. And yeah, we don't know if we'll ever be on our pill. So you got to fix that Adderall shortage. I'm sick of it. Yeah, we'll see you next
See you guys later.
Every time I breathe, everywhere I go, well, I always know that I'm always me. Feels good to be free. Have the world at my feet. Everywhere I go, well, I always know that I'm always me. Oh, I wake up each morning and I know my truth, and I kind of like knowing when the sun comes through that I don't